Does panpsychism solve the hard problem of consciousness? Have you ever wondered why we experience consciousness at all? The hard problem of consciousness tackles this very question. It looks at how and why subjective experiences arise from physical processes in the brain. While scientists can map brain activity and link it to our thoughts and feelings, they struggle to explain how these processes create conscious awareness. Now, let's introduce panpsychism. This philosophical view suggests that consciousness is not just a human trait but a fundamental quality of all things. Instead of thinking that consciousness emerges only at higher levels of brain complexity, panpsychism proposes that even the tiniest particles possess some form of basic consciousness. So, human consciousness could be seen as a combination of these simple conscious elements. From a spiritual viewpoint, panpsychism provides a fascinating way to connect matter and mind. It suggests that consciousness is not just an accident but an essential feature of the universe. This idea aligns with many spiritual traditions that view consciousness as a universal essence, present in everything, not just in humans or animals. When we consider the hard problem of consciousness through the lens of panpsychism, it reframes the discussion. Instead of asking how consciousness comes from non-conscious matter, it suggests that consciousness is always present at some level. The real challenge then becomes understanding how these simple forms of consciousness come together to create the rich experiences we have as humans. This shifts the focus from emergence to how these basic elements combine and integrate. However, panpsychism does not yet provide a detailed scientific explanation for how these micro-consciousnesses work together or how subjective experiences arise from them. It remains more of a philosophical framework than a fully testable scientific theory. Yet, it does avoid the problems of separating mind and matter and dismissing consciousness as unimportant. Practically speaking, from a spiritual perspective, panpsychism encourages us to feel connected to all forms of life and matter. It invites us to see consciousness as a shared quality rather than just a human privilege. This perspective encourages us to explore consciousness beyond our brains and engage in practices that recognize consciousness in nature and the cosmos. In essence, while panpsychism does not provide a complete scientific solution to the hard problem of consciousness, it offers a meaningful framework. It suggests that consciousness is a fundamental property of all things, aligning with spiritual views that see consciousness as universal and intrinsic. This approach helps us understand awareness in a way that goes beyond purely material explanations.